Hello, and welcome to episode 12 of Minecraft Windows 10 Edition, How to Survive and Thrive. Okay, in last episode we built our house, but we're not quite finished with it. As you can see, we still have grass floor. The walls are still just a plain old gray stone, and there's a few things that we want to do here to kind of fix things up. So let me switch out of that point of view and let's take a look around. You might notice that there's some dirt here because I want to build a staircase going up to the second floor here. And I want to put a wall up here as well to separate the bedroom area off from the rest of the house. And one thing that I noticed was that I need to bring my ceiling down by half a block in order for the wall to line up correctly. See, we got this gap here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my birchwood slabs here. Just start with the few that I got here. Let's see if we can get them in place and put them in here. Yeah, like that. And I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to double up the ceiling and make it a full block thick. And then I'll get back to you shortly. All right. I've got the ceiling in place. Now let's go ahead and let's do something and go ahead and give ourselves a quick wall here. Just going to go ahead and drop these stone blocks in real quick. I think I'm going to leave the door about right there. Let's just go ahead and fill in the rest of the area around it. And too high is what the door would be. So there, we're good to go there. Let's go ahead and put in our stairs as well. Now I've got oak wood I think I'm going to use for the stairs. Had a lot left over from doing the roof, so let's go ahead and do it here. I'm just going to leave this dirt in place for the moment just so we can kind of line up our stairs here. Put one there. Here we're going to come up to this flat area here. Is that going to work? Maybe not, because we need to get up here, here, and then we'd be in this area here. Let's try it real quick. So we need to take this out, put that one in there, and I'll put that in there. Let's go ahead and knock that out. Now, can we get up and out? Yeah, it's going to be fine. All right. Another thing, since we're up here, and you'll see this here, I decided I want to pull these end caps back by one block, just so that it gives us a little bit more depth outside. Also, I changed it to stone. We'll get to that next. So let me go ahead and let's take out those blocks, and then I will get those end caps replaced. And I'll be right back with you. Okay. So I got those areas pulled back a bit. That looks a little funny here. Let me go ahead and see if I can fix this real quick. Yeah, that one's just too far forward. There we go. And it was kind of odd because this side of the room also is where these two sides join together. So I had to fill in this bottom section too. Actually, I just might go ahead and fill that in with some wooden planks here and see how that looks. Did I break something over there? I did. That's this. Let me just go ahead and put these back in here. See if that looks any better. That's not too bad. All right. Next thing I want to do is this stone that's along the edge here kind of looks funny, and that's the top of the walls. We can take that out and go ahead and replace that with birch, and because it won't be visible beneath, and that way it'll match the floor up. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let me see, I've got some birch slabs here. I'm going to have to go get some more. I've got plenty left over still. So let's just go ahead and fill that in. I could have just, made the walls flat as well. We could do that. Let's try that real quick. See how it looks. instead of replacing all that birch. Yeah, it's not too bad. We don't have these weird angled walls. Just the ceiling portion is all we have to worry about. Okay, now our attic section is kind of done. What I want to do here too, let's run downstairs real quick. Let me fix up the stairwell real quick too. I'm going to, actually I want to get rid of these windows here because the stairwell is going to be in the way. So let's just do that. Oh, and when you hit glass, it breaks. So just keep that in mind. If you want to keep the glass, you're going to need a Silk Touch tool to do that, which we don't have at the moment. So we're just going to go ahead and use what we do have and not worry about it. It's just a piece of glass. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and fill this in here, and then let's go ahead and get some smooth stone here. Do I have more than that? Oh yeah, I've got a bunch of it here. Let me go ahead and swap that out there. And we're just going to take out all these windows here. Well, no, those are okay. They're still usable. Let's go inside real quick and see what it looks like here. Alright, that's not too bad. What we might do though is do something here. Let's try this. Okay, let's take our oak stairs and we'll just put those in and we'll try an upside down stair here. Not that way. And here. And see how that looks. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Now, window's partially blocked, but that's fine. Alright, so I want to tidy up the walls a little bit. And as you might have seen in my inventory, I have some andesite. And I'm going to make what's called polished andesite. So we're going to take our andesite and you do one here, one here, one here, one here. And I'll give you 4 blocks of polished andesite. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that with all of this here, just so we got plenty of it. Just as a secondary block that we can use for texture. We also have our stone bricks that we're going to use. And I also got this oak wood here, because what I would also like to do is, this wall is just kind of long. So maybe in the center here, we'll just go ahead and expand that a little bit like the other ones. Wrong direction. So let's come up under here in the center, down, down. That one went the wrong way. And just kind of make the logs like that. Just kind of divide the wall up a little bit. There we go. Just looks a little bit better to me. So now we've got this division going all the way around. Alright. So, for our walls, we'll do it from the inside. It's fine. You can do it from the inside or for the outside. We have a very smooth, clean finish here, and we want something that's got a little more detail to it. So we've got, these are the backs of those stairs underneath the windows. You've got that stone texture. But if we were to come in here and, let's say, knock out a couple of blocks here and there, and then we come in and we're going to use the stone bricks and the polished andesite along with the smooth stone, and just kind of create a texture without modifying things too much. And these kind of work really well together. So you just want it to be random without it being looking planned. So let's just go ahead and knock out a little bit here and here and see what we got here. So if I put some polished andesite here, okay, that looks good. Let's try up along here, maybe in between these windows. We'll take that out there. Put some andesite in there. And we'll just kind of poke around the walls. And I will be back when I'm done playing around with this and see what you think of it. All right, we're finished texturing our walls. You can see it looks a little bit better. It kind of makes it stand out a bit, just having different types of blocks in there. The colors match. It just gives it a little bit of definition. So let's take a quick wander around, take a look at it from all angles, make sure everything looks good. All right. Oh, we could probably do something here real quick. Let me see. Try this and this. We'll put a andesite here, and maybe there we go, another stone block there. And get out of this hole. All right, that looks good. Looks good over here. All right, fantastic. All right. So let's do something above the door. We need something there. Let's see what we have in our chest. Let's try something maybe with cobblestone slabs. Let's see how that looks. So we come over here and maybe we put something like this. And then maybe here and here. How does that look? That's not too bad. Maybe we'll put some lighting out here. Put a lamp. There we go. All right. So I think that's pretty good for the outside of our house. Now we need to look at the flooring inside. So right now, of course, we just have a regular old dirt and grass floor here. So let's think what we can do here. I still have quite a bit of oak. I've got quite a bit of birch as well. Maybe we'll go ahead and do the birch since we have so much of it over here. Let's just go ahead and see, you've got 64 birch slabs still. You go ahead and get those out of the way. There's a couple of birch blocks as well. Let me grab this door. And then let's dig up the flooring a bit and let's see what we can do here. Actually, let me go ahead and dig this plate up. Let me think about this. Let's pop this out. That's going to knock our door down. That's okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put stone there. Get my door back real quick, and let's try this. We put this down here. Okay. All right. Let me pop this out here. Put down a piece of birch here. Let me come inside here and put the door down this way. Probably should make a birch door for the bedroom instead of the oak door. And then let's go ahead and dig up the floor, and I'll put down the flooring and I'll be right back with you. Alright, I got my flooring in place inside. Next thing I want to do is I kind of want to add a little bit more detail to the outside here. So what I did is I made up a bunch of these oak fences, and we can come along here and we can put them in places like this, and just kind of adds a little bit of detail to the sides of the building here. Let's see, just try them in all the corners here like this. See what it looks like. That's looking good. All right, now if we wanted to, we could come up here and we can put some under this eaves as well, just to add a little bit of detail. But we're not going to bother with that right now. I think we're okay there. As far as furnishings are concerned, I'm not great at making furniture and whatnot, but there's lots of fun stuff that you can do. We got some oak wood stairs here, so let's just go ahead and grab this, and if we want to, we can come over here, and I'm going to, let's see, we put down one here, maybe turned, put one there, and then one facing this direction. Kind of gives you, looks like a sofa. Might be a little too long though. Let me go ahead and knock it down one by one block. It would look a lot better if I had actual spruce wood or jungle or dark oak, but we don't have those yet. We haven't found the biomes that those are in, so we don't have them. We could put a coffee table here, but it would be in the way of the door. I'd like to maybe make a table over here. Maybe we'll do something there. Let me put a table over here along this wall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a stair. I'm going to turn it upside down like this. I'm going to take another one here, turn it upside down like that. And then I got some oak wood slabs here. And we'll take that and we will put it in the middle like that. There we go. So we got ourselves a nice little table there. Now remember that clay pot that we made here? So let's go ahead and take our flower pot here. We're going to put it on the table. And then I've got a dandelion. We can put it in there, and we're probably going to get an achievement for this, possibly. So there's a table there. We can put other things down. Maybe we'll make an area here. We'll put in a couple of furnaces, maybe a cauldron, make this look like a kitchen area. We could possibly do that. One other thing I would like to do, let me come out here to my crafting bench. And I've got some sticks and I've got a little bit of wool. So let me see if I go around the outside there. Okay, that gives me 4, and I got 4 pieces of wool. And this is going to create paintings. So I've got 4 paintings now. Yep, there we go. We got our achievement for pot planter. Yeah. Okay, so now we've got paintings that we can hang up on the wall. Maybe we want one. Let's see. Let's try over the sofa here. And they're just kind of random as to what you get. Yeah, that one wouldn't be too bad. Maybe if it was a little lower. So they're anywhere from 1 by 1 to 1 by 2 to 4 by 4. I think is the largest of them. No, I think there's actually a 4 by 6. Yeah. So it's just a matter of playing around with the paintings until, there we go. That one's centered over there. You will try, see, no, it's too big. I don't like that. No, it's not too bad. It just looks out of place. Whoa. No, we don't want the karate one. Trying until I get oh, there's the huge one. I want Donkey Kong. There we go. And then maybe we will come in here real quick. We've got this big wall here. Let's see what we can, maybe we come over here. Take that down. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, you can just see paintings can be okay, or they can just be a pain like that. Let's go ahead and sleep this night through real quick. Alright. Alright, let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and make a couple of furnaces and a cauldron and maybe a crafting bench. We can just take this crafting bench actually. We've got plenty of cobblestone here for furnaces. I had to go get some iron for a cauldron. Alright, let me just go ahead and make 2 furnaces here. Alright. Go ahead and we'll pick up this crafting bench. Let me run down the hidey hole real quick. Yeah, let's grab a little bit of iron here. I believe I need 7. Okay. Alright, so let's go over here. Let's go ahead and craft that up real quick. Now, a cauldron is the upside down for the pants. So it's 1 in each of these 7 spots, and that will give you a cauldron. And cauldrons are normally they're used in your brewing sessions or brewing stations. They don't have to be. They're not even necessary for brewing. It's just something that holds water. Oh, one other thing I wanted. Let me go back down here. I'm going to get one more piece of iron. And I need a stick. Have any sticks left? Okay, let me go ahead and do this real quick. Get some sticks. And I need that block of wood. So if I do iron, stick, and a block of wood, gives me tripwire hooks. Now those are used for different things. So we're just going to use it kind of for a decorative purpose here. So let's go back up to our house. And let's see, I think I want to put the cauldron in the center here, like this. And then we're going to take a bucket of water. Let's go ahead and put that in the cauldron. Alright, and then on the wall, I'm going to take a tripwire hook. I'm going to put it on the wall just so it kind of looks like it's a faucet over the sink. We're going to take our crafting bench and our furnaces. So let's go ahead and put our crafting bench here. Put our furnaces here and here, and there we go. Got our nice little kitchen area. And we can always add more later on if we want to. So we got our bedroom. We probably put it in a chest or something in there. Grab that one from outside. Up here, I want to use this area for our enchanting. Yeah, we've got plenty of room here just for an enchanting setup. Over here we are either going to be doing possibly our potions, or maybe we'll use this as a storage room. And those will be things that we'll do later on. But for now, I think we are at the end of this episode. In the next episode, I would like to get at least some of our enchanting set up so I can teach you that. And then possibly we'll be heading off into the nether. I want to use these 30 levels that we got. I try to enchant a few items before we head off into probably one of the most dangerous places in Minecraft. So, until next time, this is Desert Rat. Take care. Bye.